Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother. The stepmother did not like Cinderella. She made her work very hard every day. Cinderella had two stepsisters. Their names were Drusilla and Anastasia. The stepsisters never had to work. They just pranced around the house in their fancy dresses. They always made fun of Cinderella because of her dress was so plain, which they never helped with. One day,
I could be
a
Cinderella.
letter came to the house.
Rosanna, Anastasia. Listen to this.
She read the letter. It said,
The king is giving a ball tonight. His son, the prince, will choose a wife. Every girl in the kingdom must be there.
Then I can go too.
said Cinderella. Stepsisters?
You.
It's both of them
You.
at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
You.
Cried the stepsisters, and they laughed and laughed. That seems to be a very common thing. That's exactly what the little duck's father did. Uncle or whatever.
It says every girl in the kingdom must go there.
Said Cinderella. The stepmother smiled and said,
Of course you may go, Cinderella. You may go if you do your work first, and if you have a dress to wear.
and she ran up to her room. Some mice lived in Cinderella's room. They were Cinderella's friends. She had even made little dresses for them. Little clothes, sorry.
Guess what?
She cried.
I'm going to the ball at the palace. Hooray!
Cried the mice.
Hooray!
Cried the mice. Then she showed them all an old dress.
It needs a little mending.
Said Cinderella.
And maybe a sash and some pretty beads that you might be able to steal from the stepsisters.
Cinderella went downstairs.
I want you to clean the floor and wash the windows and dust the drapes,
Said the stepmother.
But I did that yesterday.
Said Cinderella.
Do it again.
Said the stepmother. Cinderella worked as fast as she could, but there was always one more thing to do.
You guys, Okay, what else? What other characters are in here, guys? Oh, I'm this guy.
Oh, yeah.
The Grand Duke bowed to Cinderella.
You are the girl the prince says he wants to marry.
Said the Grand Duke. So Cinderella went to the palace and married the prince, and they lived happily ever after.
All the money that's ever I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that ever I'd done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wits to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. And all the comrades that ever I had, they are sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that ever I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you. A man may drink and not be drunk. A man may fight and not be slain. A man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcome back again. But since it has so ought to be, by a time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with